Now, we're remembering former Providence Mayor Vincent "Buddy" Cianci. He has now been laid to rest following an elaborate goodbye from the city which he oversaw for over 2 decades.
And as the snow fell this morning, pallbearers carried Cianci's casket out of City Hall this morning. Then a horse-drawn carriage carried Cianci's remains to the Cathedral of Saints Peter and Paul for his funeral mass.
Eyewitness News reporter Jared Pliner was among those covering the procession and funeral live on WPRI 12 this morning.
The man credited with transforming Providence into a New England destination, given a send-off reserved for few people.
A Providence procession not seen in generations. The funeral mass for ex-mayor Vincent "Buddy" Cianci at the Cathedral. It was said Buddy ordered the driving snow and was going out big.
He's finding out which streets haven't been plowed yet and which streets will never be plowed.
The man who served in between Cianci's 2 mayoralties, Joe Paolino, remembered how he wasn't always one of Buddy's closest confidants.
In the early days, we were not friends.
That changed. Paolino talked about visiting the Prince of Providence in prison and quoted Teddy Roosevelt on valiance.
It is not the critic who counts, nor the man who points out how strong the man stumbles. The credit belongs to the man who's actually in the arena.
In 1990, Cianci's comeback was tied to the slogan, "He never stopped caring about Providence."
Buddy, we hope you're looking down today with pride, knowing that we will never stop caring about you.
And coming up new at 6, more on Buddy, the father, the grandfather, the man who experienced great loss. I'm Jared Pliner, Eyewitness News.
Remembering Vincent "Buddy" Cianci.
Today, family, friends, and the public bid a final goodbye to Providence's longest-serving mayor.
The polarizing politician's funeral procession bore a striking resemblance to how he lived his life, a grandiose ceremony full of pageantry.
From the steps of City Hall, a horse-drawn carriage carrying his casket rode past the Providence Performing Arts Center, the revival of which was one of Buddy's proudest accomplishments.
From there, the procession marched on to the Cathedral of Saints Peter and Paul, where the head of the Roman Catholic Diocese of Providence, Bishop Thomas Tobin, celebrated Cianci's funeral mass.
Words of remembrance were delivered by a former foe who turned into one of Cianci's closest friends.
And new at 6, Eyewitness News reporter Jared Pliner takes a closer look at the family Buddy lost and leaves behind.
There was a strong feeling today's weather was Buddy's way of going out with a bang, a man who meant different things to different people, given one of the biggest send-offs Providence has ever seen.
The pomp, the driving snow, the funeral for Providence's longest-serving mayor, one for the books.
If there's just one inspiration to be drawn from Buddy Cianci, the mayor and the man, the grandpa, every time he suffered a tragedy, he got back up.
From the cathedral's pulpit, a trusted confidant on the loss of Buddy's only daughter on the stint at Fort Dix, quoting Teddy Roosevelt.
If he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place in history shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat.
Cianci's fiancée Tara Haywood and close friend Charles Mansolillo delivered the readings in a program that touched on God's judgment and mercy, Buddy's skills and accomplishments, and a lifelong love affair with the city.
His campaign slogan was, "He never stopped caring about Providence." Buddy, we hope you're looking down today with pride, knowing that we will never stop caring about you.
And Buddy Cianci is interred in St. Anne's Cemetery alongside his parents and his daughter Nicole. I'm Jared Pliner, Eyewitness News.